possible sense, the broadest and deepest sense, it means something different, something much more than that which we understand in its English translation from Greek. Neil Douglas Klotz, who is both a doctor of religion and a Sufi master, has spent the last 30 years in doing an interpretation of Jesus' words from the Aramaic, in defining and discerning what his real meaning was, and bringing that to us today. And you hold some of that work, some of those words in your hands right now. And so what I'd like us to do now is to read the first 4 lines of the Lord's Prayer together. I'm not asking us to read it in Aramaic, but to read the English, and then to read the Aramaic translation. The first 4 lines. Please join me. Our Father, which art in heaven, O birther, Father, Mother of the cosmos, you create all that moves in light and sound. Radiant One, you shine within us, outside us. Even the darkness shines when we remember. Hallowed be thy name. Focus your light within us. Make it useful as the rays of a beacon show the way. Help us let go. Clear the space inside of busy forgetfulness so the name comes to live. Thy kingdom come. Create your reign of unity now. Through our fiery hearts and willing hands, unite our I can to yours, so that we walk as kings and queens with every creature. Thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Your one desire then acts with ours, as in all light, so in all forms. As we find your love in ours, let heaven and nature form a new creation. The prayer begins with a visioning of God, a visioning of the creative force in the universe. O birther, Father, Mother of the cosmos, you create all that moves in light and sound. I think that covers just about all of it. I mean, think of the energy that we understand, the energy that we can comprehend. It's light or sound. This is how it was understood to the Aramaic speaker, the Aramaic listener. So after it acknowledges source, the one unity God, the prayer then moves in its second line to creating a space for divine creation. Focus your light within us. Make it useful. Help us let go. Clear the space inside of busy forgetfulness so that the name comes to live. Your name, so that your name, your true name, your divine name, your holy name comes to live within you, in your awareness at all moments. How does this translate to our life today? I think it's like this. That when you get up in the morning and you go to the bathroom and you look in the mirror, that the first thing that you see and say is, "Good morning, God. Good morning, God." Yeah. And then you say, "Good morning, Lisa. Good morning, Scott. Good morning, Maxine." first we look and we say and see, good morning, God. We recognize the name, our true name. It lives inside of us. And then the third line, thy kingdom come, introduces the power that manifests all things. In Aramaic, and I'm going to invite us to say this together, te te malkutak. Say it with me. Te te malkutak. Once again, te te malkutak. Just give me a strong malkutak. Malkutak. I like that. Once more. Malkutak. Do you feel? Do you feel it moves you forward? Malkutak. Malkutak means a quality of rulership. What is it that governs your life? What is it that motivates you? What is it that moves you? What stimulates you? What motivates you? What gets you out of bed in the morning? What carries you through your day? What carries you in the slumber at night? What rules your consciousness? What principles and ideals undergird your life? This is the divine I can. This is the power, the divine power in the world that says, not only I am, but I can. In the spiritual realm, I am exists. In this realm, I am exists. Of course, there's no difference, right? Spiritual realm, this realm, there's only one realm. There may be different levels of consciousness, different vibrationary experiences, but there's only one in truth. This is in manifest form when the Holy Spirit comes into being. And it says the Holy Spirit came down and moved across the surface of the earth. This was the Malkutak. This was the divine I can, I am, I'm moving forward, I am creating. It is the power. And then, the fourth line, give us this day our daily bread. Give us this day our daily bread. I'm sorry, I jumped. Let me back up. Thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. As we find your love in ours, let heaven and nature form a new creation. I love that line. As we find your love in ours. This is a complete identity that our love and God's love is the same love. It's not different. It doesn't let us off the hook. It doesn't let us say, well, God can love that way. God can forgive that way. We are God in expression. We love that way. We forgive that way. No less. No less. Thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. This is really it's a marriage. It's a marriage of the heavenly and the earthly. Right? With no prenup. Because there's no separation. There's nothing to separate. There's no divorce in heaven and earth. It is one and the same. The kingdom of heaven is within you. The kingdom of heaven is among you. This is what Jesus was saying. This is what the prayer is saying. It's not saying when heaven comes down to earth or when earth is raised up to heaven. It's heaven and earth forming a new creation. It is God forming a new understanding of itself. That's who we are. God forming a new understanding of what it means to be God. That's your job. That's why you're here. Don't be weighed down by it. Be lifted up by it. There's no better assignment in the universe. I want to talk for a minute about earth, because that's in this line. Thy will be done in earth. In Aramaic, and the word is, I have the Aramaic there for you, the word ara means earth. And it's composed of two parts. The second part, H-A. Say that with me. Ha. Again. Ha. What do you do on a lazy summer's day when you allow yourself the time to go off by yourself and lie down beneath a combination of sun and clouds on a balmy day, and you lie back on that grass? What do you say? Ah. That's why this is here. Aramaic was meant to affect the body, to impact the body, to stimulate the body on a vibrational level. Ha in Aramaic is based on that human sigh. That sigh that we all have when we feel at peace, comfortable, secure, and at home. Where? At home in the earth. I don't know about you, but in this consciousness, this is my home. I don't have another. It's earth. So this isn't otherworldly. In the prayer, this line is a transition point in the prayer, in the movement of the prayer. It starts with God, creates a divine space within. Divine power is presented in that third line. And this fourth line, this is a transitional line. This moves the prayer to a perspective from the earth up. This earth, our home, our And behind it, behind that human sigh of comfort and security is AR. R. R in Aramaic is an ancient root that represents the universal force that moves all mass and form. Let me say that again. The universal force that moves all mass and form. It's the animating life of the divine. R. If you look at the entire word ara, most scholars believe that this is the origin of our word for earth. You can virtually see earth here. E-A-R and the T-H. Ara, earth. It most likely evolved from this word. Ara. And the R, that motive force behind human comfort that moves form forward, it's also the word for, we get our word ardor, that which we hold fervent passion for, great love for, ardor. R, say it with me. R. Say it again. R. One more time. R. What else is it? The pirate's cry. R. It comes from the same place. It's not a coincidence that R and ardor, the movement of energy, it comes from that same place. It moves the viscera. That's why they screamed it. That's why it began thousands of years ago, thousands and thousands of years ago in this ancient tongue. A tongue not based on materialism, as I shared last week, but a tongue based on creationism. This is a tongue that saw unity. That was the perspective behind the language, that everything is connected, not separated. The Greek gave us gifts, the ability to classify. But with every gift, with every yin there's a yang, with every